Trackhawks. They got Timmy on the turn up in the blast off. He went and got out for that body, took his mask off.
A goofy named Emmanuel Wilson, 30, of Columbia, Missouri, was dressed in a police costume when CPD officers arrested him in the 5600 block of South Kedzie at around 2:44 a.m. Sunday, November 3, 2024. The real cops found an assortment of takeover paraphernalia in his 2023 Dodge Charger Hellcat, which was equipped with police lights and a siren, a flamethrower, and a collection of license plates. Officers responded to Kedzie and 57th Street after cops on scene declared a 10-1 police emergency because takeover participants were throwing objects at them, the report said. One of the arriving officers immediately spotted Wilson's car, painted in black and white style police paint, with the words "Pit Enforcer" emblazoned along the side. It was equipped with a fake Texas plate, 911 Striker. The cops recognized the car because the same vehicle was recorded on a CPD surveillance camera spinning circles in the intersection of Damon and 33rd Street on October 27, 2024. The video from the earlier incident showed a man wearing a police costume driving the car and standing in the middle of the intersection to record other drivers as they did donuts around him, police alleged. And if amateur stunt drivers doing donuts around a pit enforcer during a Chicago street takeover sounds dangerous to you, then you're a lot smarter than Emmanuel Wilson from Missouri, who drove to Chicago to act like a goofy, and you will enjoy watching this epic failure at another Chicago street takeover gone horribly wrong.
Hellcats and Trackhawks. They got Timmy on the turn up in the blast off. He went and got out for that body, took his mask off.
Street takeovers in Chicago started when young people from the suburbs organized through social media the time and place to flood downtown Chicago to cause chaos by jamming traffic, starting fires, and lighting firecrackers. The home to much of the mayhem was Lower Wacker Drive, as you'll soon see from viral clips of a Tesla hitting multiple people in cars trying to escape the madness, and a clip of a crowd starting fires on Lower Wacker Drive. Now that the police, for the most part, have developed tactics to prevent street takeovers downtown, the locations change throughout the city, often in one night, as police bust one takeover, only for the chaos to move to another part of the city a short time later. Now, pay close attention because the driver of the white Tesla would get away safely, but the driver of a black car trapped in a similar situation in another takeover would not.
People started, jumping on his car. I think in one of the videos, it shows someone on top of his hood.
In May 2024, Guillermo Caballero was on his way home from a party he attended to watch the Canelo Alvarez versus Jamie Munguia boxing match when he encountered a street takeover on 59th and Western. With a man on his hood, he accelerates through the crowd, and if you look close, you can see two men open fire.
Hellcats and Trackhawks. They got Timmy on the turn up in the blast off. He went and got out for that body, took his mask off.
On October 27, 2024, a street takeover closed the northbound lanes of Lakeshore Drive early Sunday morning, as spectators formed a circle in the road to watch drivers spin donuts in an intersection just south of Soldier Field. Additional takeovers were reported throughout the city that night, into the early morning hours, and some officers reported that participants shot fireworks in their direction, with at least one person winding up in Chicago police custody. Dozens of people formed a circle in the northbound lanes of Lake Shore Drive, at McFettridge Drive around 4 a.m. Drivers can be seen taking turns spinning donuts, as a crowd of people gather to watch. Earlier, police handled a sizable takeover near 16th and Costner, around 12:30 a.m., one at Archer and Laramie around 2 o'clock, and another takeover at Canal and Taylor, at about 3:30 that morning. The largest event that morning may have been one that jammed the area around 79th and Kedzie, around 2:15 a.m. In July 2022, the City Council passed an ordinance allowing the city to mail a notice of intent to impound a vehicle to car owners whose vehicles are linked to the takeovers. Possibly due to enforcement efforts, takeovers have become less common in the Loop, but they are still regular occurrences in outlying neighborhoods, like O Block.
Hey, we in front of the O with it, shorty.
What's that? He ain't got no time.
Damn!
Hellcats and Trackhawks. They got Timmy on the turn up in the blast off. He wouldn't got out for that body, took his mask off.
If you've enjoyed our show so far, you know what to do. Smash that like button and subscribe to the Cartoon News Network, the real CNN. A viral video from August 2024 shows a Chicago police officer arriving at the scene of a street takeover and pointing her gun out the window of a moving squad patrol wagon. In the short clip, shared through the Citizen app, a white vehicle is seen spinning its wheels as it makes a circle in the intersection of 59th and Pulaski Road. Police can be heard first sounding a siren, before an officer points her weapon downward, through a mostly rolled up window. The officer seems to put away her gun before the CPD vehicle rolls through the intersection, which shows the bitch was scared. Flashing the gun wasn't a show of force, as much as it was a sign of weakness. If someone in that crowd responded to her flash dancing by busting bullets from Hellcats and Trackhawks at the police, everyone would focus on the reaction, not the cause. It was dangerous and unethical for that police officer to pull out her gun on a crowd of people when she had no intention or need to pull the trigger.
Hellcats and Trackhawks. They got Timmy on the turn up in the blast off. He wouldn't got out for that body.